Good morning. Let's see if I can get you guys higher here. Welcome to Wealth Chat. As you know from the title, we're going to be talking about multiple streams of income. Now, I have, for those that don't know, I used to own a beauty salon in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, called Renee's Hair Weaving Studio. And I specialized in hair weaving. But I also had a retail store. I sold retail products. You always have to find ways to make more money while you're making money. So in this stage and season of my life, and over the course of reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I don't know if you're familiar with, let me see, I'm sorry, And while I'm doing this, we have a book club, and we're reading books. We're sharing books that have changed our lives financially. So this is the book we're reading in the book club, and I'm just seeing if they have a picture of it. But if you ever heard of the Cash Quadrant, from Robert Kiyosaki, and basically it's I'm just seeing if it's a picture of it here in this book, but it's a quadrant, which is a 4 quadrant. And so the people on the, depends on how you're looking at it, but the people on the left-hand side are employees, business owners, and on the right side are the people that have business systems and, investors. So you want to be on the right hand side, because on the left hand side are the ones that have to show up to work. So I owned a beauty salon, so I was self-employed. I didn't work for anybody else but myself. But I did have other stylists working for me. But if I didn't show up to work, you still have expenses that have to be paid. So what I'm doing now is building business systems. So that way, if I'm not there, my business is still thriving and growing without me being there every day. There's other people that I hire to take care of that. So that's why I get into building a financial portfolio that includes real estate. So I'm a landlord. I have property managers, so I don't have to be there and manage my properties. But I did for the first 5 years. I took the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a real estate course, and I had a coach that walked me through my process, kind of like what one of our coaches, and I'm sorry, it's early in the morning, which I am a morning person. So Mike Jones, he'll walk you through. He'll make sure that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and that you're negotiating the right dollar amount for that property, and that you will get a cash flow when you purchase that property. So I had someone that walked me through my first real estate investment deal. But what I want to talk about today is multiple streams of income. So I'm trying to set up business systems because I'm 56. I'm ready to retire soon. There's still a lot of things that I want to do in life. I want to explore the world. And so I'm putting in the work now. So right now I'm getting up every morning. I'm showing up doing videos because I am establishing an online business. And having an online business, once you have to build the foundation, which is my business plan. I've done that. And then you have to set up the walls and all that, the inside, the dimensions of each room. So when I had my beauty salon, I was located on a particular street with an address. I did grow up to 3 salons that I was going to and working in. So I don't want to work like that anymore. I want my money to work for me, not me show up every day exchanging my time for money. I now want to set up investments, businesses that I don't have to be so hands-on. So building a business, you have to, like I talked the other day about faith without works is dead and works without faith is dead. So I'm putting in the work now. So this time next year, where you see me live, over the years, I have already recorded on different platforms. I'm building an online presence. So that gives me a business on every street in the world. We have people chiming in from all areas. There's people in here from Africa. There's people in here from Georgia, New Jersey. We're meeting people from all over, and I'm able to offer you my business. So the multiple streams of income that I've been setting up. So one is that's in my financial portfolio is intellectual property. I wrote a book. And it was an ebook. You can find it on Amazon.com. So once I wrote the book, I shared profits with Amazon. It was an ebook until someone said, "Hey, Renee, does it come in paper form?" And then Amazon also put it in paper form. So I wrote the book. I hired an outside person to design the cover and this part in the back. And then I hired someone else to load it onto Amazon. Not only did they load it to Amazon, but they put me into like 200 different book clubs. So when I launched my book, sales went up. So I'm not an expert, but I can give you the tips that I know about. So you definitely want to get involved and build an online presence. So you may have to join different groups. You want to get in and talk and build a relationship, kind of like what we're doing here. We're building a relationship. And so my book sells every day, all day, even while I'm sleeping. So I had to put in the work to write the book. It wouldn't have existed had I taken the time to write the book. So I wrote the book. And I wrote this book, I don't know, I have to check, but it's been a while. I wrote the book, sat on it for a year, and then came across another mentor that did a challenge. Hey, if you have an unfinished book, let's get it out within 28 days. And I took on the challenge, and voila, I have a book. And it still sells today. I wrote it years ago, but it's still selling. So not only is it selling for me, but my daughter will still reap the royalties from my book. I'm going to write some more. I've written some more books. I'm sitting on them. I just got to get them out there. So this is a way you take the time, you write a book, and you see it's not even a thick book, but it's filled with all kind of things. I talk about what I'm talking about now, building a business. I share that in there. I just shared my story on, where I am today. Write the book and make it plain, a business plan. So I've been talking about this now for years. I didn't just start talking about it. I've been about it. The other thing that I'm doing is establishing an online platform. So as you see me live today, I'm putting in all the work. So over the years, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Pinterest, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me on multiple platforms because each platform provides a different audience, a different subject matter that people may be looking for. But I had all of that, but then I didn't have a place for people to go. And so now I do. Go to thekingdomheirs.com website. Classes are there. We're doing them live. So when you take a class, I'm going to show up live. Ashley's going to show up live. Jennifer's going to show up live. Mike is going to show up live. Javen is going to show up live. Pam is going to show up live. And so we're going to show up for you and give you live content to help you with your businesses, your investments. We're going to be there for you. Now, this time next year, I'm just telling you my own personal goal. We all have our own different goals. This time next year is just going to be recorded. So I'm going to be somewhere on a sandy beach. And you guys are going to be downloading my classes. And I'm going to have the sun just beaming on my face. So, but again, building an online business will allow you to make money even while you're sleeping. You just wake up and there's money being added to your bank account. Kind of like the real estate, being a landlord. Every month, faithfully, tenants pay their rent, and that money goes into your account. And so that's what I'm talking about. Most investments, you have to wait. Your 401k, you're putting money in, and you're going to wait to that day where you can actually take that money and be taxed on that money. These are things that you can build along the way, that you are receiving money consistently over time. But again, unless I put in the work, I'm going hard for the best content, the best partners that money could provide. Again, it's placing me anywhere in the world. I wanted to, I was going to go and get my master's degree so that I could be an adjunct, which is an online professor. But I decided I'm going to put the work in my own business and build myself up, and I can teach you online without having to pay all that money to get a master's degree. Because nothing is more beneficial than experience. But again, I still am educated because I have degrees, and I also, I did just go out there and start buying real estate. I took a course, a full course. So I'm getting educated in the things that I want to do for myself, and not just being taught what is already structured that really doesn't apply to what I'm doing. So yeah, back to the online business. So anyway, sometimes you have to add people to your team. So I am so blessed that my daughter has said, Mom, I will help you. So when you see us go live as a group and you're responding and someone is responding back, that's her in the background. Last year, she had the opportunity to work for Cincinnati Music Festival. So she was working with celebrities, and I had backstage passes. So she, if you're in the Kingdom Heirs group, you see it's more detailed and more professional looking. You can do things yourself, but there's somebody that can, you don't want to be a person in business. That's the one thing about being self-employed. You're usually doing, wearing many hats. So those days are over with. So I hire a team of people to help me. So like I said, you each, like for the real estate, I have a team of people, professionals, to help me do my real estate. And then I have a team of people to help me do the online. So you want to find people that can help you. And so she's taken me much further than I was doing for myself. So I'm just so excited. I hope that this conversation and wealth chat was helpful for you. You get to see the behind the scenes of me building an online business. So yeah, you got to get online. You got to create relationships. You have to be present. You have to do the work, because no one is going to do the work for you. But how many people have you seen online and on YouTube that you've seen them start out and now they're millionaires? So definitely online, you start off online teaching classes, selling books. Next thing you know, you see your online influencers on TV, because they've created a new path for us, meaning that only celebrities were on TV and on movies and on the morning shows. Now they get the influencers because they built from nothing. You've seen children to make millions just reviewing toys. So multiple streams of income. So my book is one. I sell this online. It doesn't take much to write a book. If you have a desire to write a book, this book is a how-to book, and it's a fundamental approach to kingdom wealth. So I've been doing this for years. I've been building behind the scenes for years. Now you'll see me everywhere because I I have the foundation. I've been building the walls, getting the dimensions just right. And now God is just going to open the floodgates for me because I've put in the work. So like I said, this year, take advantage of, this window of opportunity because you have me hands on. But this time next year, I'm going to have some online classes that are automated. All you do is swipe your card, take your class, watch it as many times as you like. But girlfriend's going to be somewhere on the beach soaking in the sun. So, and this is stuff that can be passed down to my daughter. Write content that's gonna last forever. Teach them the blueprint of how you've made your money. Pass it down while it's early. That's why I have a free seat available to a young person. They could be a teenager. They can even be 10. My daughter wrote her first business plan at 10. I finally talked her into coming on and doing an interview with me. So stay tuned. She's coming. But yeah, teach your kids while they're young. Give them the blueprint. My daughter, she's like, Mom, matter of fact, she was complaining yesterday. She complains about it. But she's been introducing me to her friends, and they're like, girl, you've been having this all your life? But she's like, Mom, you find a way to put it in because when I'm gone, she has to carry it on if she wants to. Like I said, I'm building it so that she won't have to work if she doesn't want to. She could do the things that she wants to do. But again, I wrote a book. It's just a small book. So if you have something that content, most time the strategies don't change. The fundamentals don't change. So write a book that will still be selling 10 years from now, that won't be outdated. A classic book with classic information, or, do an online store if you sell something, a product. I know a guy, he's selling pound cakes. The first day he had like 3,000 orders of pound cakes. Like, are you kidding me? You could do whatever you want. And when you go online, the numbers just fly off the chart. But I'm not going to keep you all day. I'll see you on another day. Bye.